So, hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück. Der hier. So, machen wir jetzt da. Dann müssen wir sowieso am Lagerfeuer pennen. Ah, Mensch, scheiß Ohr. Pennt. So. Ein Klopp.
Hope nothing bad happens today.
Was? Wo? Warte mal, wie viel Kohle haben wir denn? 118. Hier unten haben wir noch einen schönen Speer.
No need for violence.
So. Das kann ich tun. Keine Sorge, dann werden wir jagen gehen. Ach, Häuschen. Hallöchen, ist hier jemand? Okay, die liegen noch rum. Ach ja. Nee. Ist doch jetzt mal drinnen, Mensch.
Oi, friend. A
Sorry,
question.
Quatsch.
Do you know why people always stop and watch a blacksmith at work? Because he's riveting. It's good to see a new face in this sad hole. Oh, of course. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Osbert, local master of hammers and anvils. Do you need your blade sharpened? Oh, not really. Especially since we went into a lockdown a while ago. People used to come and go. Now and then a ship would make a stop at the village below, but nobody's really come around since. Well, since the entire shit show that's going down everywhere. Now that I think of it, you're the first they've let in. What'd you do? Who did you bribe? Oh, so you have friends in Camelot. Good for you. Of course I do. Those pins are peak craftsmanship, and very rare at that. We only gave them out on Camelot's orders. But when I look at you, well, it's pretty obvious you wouldn't be able to beat a knight. And even if you found one already dead, you'd sooner nick his armor than a pin you knew nothing about. Either way, good for you. Yeah, after we lost 2 squads trying to take back the All-Mother's Temple from the Dalrita, our captain decided that nobody leaves the Horns. Then, he shut himself in his office, without leaving us any orders. Feargus is trying to keep the lads occupied, but... just look around. Half of the people here are losing their minds, and the rest are losing their wages on drink.
Was meintest du mit der ganzen Scheiße, die überall passiert?
Sometimes I wonder, you know, how many things can go wrong at the same time. They say that misery loves company, but here, it's like we've done something to anger the gods, and they're taking their sweet revenge. First, we started hearing that the weirdness was spreading near Grubwood. Soon after that, we saw waves of bandits approaching from there. Desperate people. They took a lot of our territory. Then, the Del Rita tribes took over the All-Mother's Temple. And after that, the supply chains from Camelot collapsed for some reason. And so on and so forth. We're in quite a pickle, my friend. We've started betting on what's going to happen next. Sea monsters? Who knows? Yes, that damn forest north of here was already cursed and creepy. But now, I've heard it's an entirely different level of crazy. They say that some men here started going dark up north. With that, the weirdness started moving. And when the weirdness gets here, well, we're fucked. But you know that. Every child has heard the stories. Truth be told, most of them are just people desperate to survive. When the villages started dying out because of the weirdness, hunger, or raids, they lost their livelihoods, ended up with nothing to their names, and nowhere to go. So they banded together and started raiding whatever was left. Then they turned to killing each other. They're like rabid wolves. Too bad they're here now, too. That's... I don't know. It's hard to explain. They kept to themselves, perched in the mountains near the Forlorn Swords. Then something happened, and suddenly we saw ships arriving near our eastern shores. A couple days later, the tribes took over. One good thing is that the bandits aren't up to fighting with them. One bad thing, we aren't either. I heard that Dew fell down the stairs and didn't break a single bone. So that's a start. Other than that, no, I can't think of anything.
Na, wir öffnen erstmal einen Laden. Kupferfall. Ah, der hat einen Speer. Habe ich schon gelesen? Okay. Okay. Später müssen wir das Leder und Holz später. Und 100 Eisen müssen wir dann noch später kaufen. Ach halt, warte mal. Komm mal her, du Lump.
Ha! Friend, I wish. But the only task I could use help with might be a bit too delicate for you to handle. Unless you're a master goldsmith, then feel free to prove it. And I'll have work for you immediately. There's just not enough of them to go around. And now that we're on lockdown, there's not much demand for my services either. Listen, I said I don't have any jobs, as in things I'd pay you for doing. That doesn't mean I can't teach you a thing or two. If you're willing to learn, that is. Since you're free to wander about while I'm stuck in the keep, maybe we can make good use of that. You've probably bashed in the skull of a beast or two, right? The alchemists. They're likely snatching up the corpses, using the muck to cook their weird concoctions. But perhaps you'd rather craft yourself some armor from those hides, huh? We should start with something simple. Let's see. I'll give you some notes on how to make armor. You gather the materials and get to work. And when you're done, you could bring it over so I can see what you've made.
Ah. Neue Quest, Rüstung, jetzt was? Mhm. Abendbrüder. Rüstung des Leichenpressers. Okay. Was ist der Typ jetzt hier hinten? Nein, falsch. Ich will nicht vom Stadt hoch. Hm. Ah, da ist er.
You're back! Hi! I told you, Ron is a good guy. And here's a little something for you. You know I pay well. Yes? Oh, what's the matter, my friend? You're really good at this today. Wait. Oh. Oh, you're serious. I understand.
Was?
For so many years, I've been afraid to open this letter. But it looks like I needed to read it. Well, it is what it is, right? And I've been wondering why no one wants to talk to me. I thought to myself, are they mad at me or what? But why are you talking to me? How can you see me?
Ich habe einen Passagier in mir, der wohl helfen wollte.
Anyway, may the All-Mother bless your path. See you next time.
Okay. Hey, guck mal. Nur eine Spitzhacke? Hammer? Oh, Schaufel. Okay. Leer. So, du Lump, komm her. Dann noch sterben. Da unten angriffen kommen.
You'll be fertilizing the soil.
Guck mal. Wie viele dann? Ah, da haben wir eine Axt. Für Holz. Ist das schön. Okay. Der ist aber tot, oder? Hoffe ich doch. Oh, was machen die denn hier? Oh, da ist er ja noch. Hey, Kumpel. Ah, das Feuer zieht, wa? Ihr kleinen Schweinchen. Oh, wie so ein Wolf. Hm?
Stay focused.
Oh.
Don't you bloody touch it.
Du musst so treffen, du Lappen. Wenn schon das Maul aufreißt. Mensch. Was? Ein Vieh. Okay. Und erledigt. Warum dürfte der Haufen rumstehen? Nee, normalerweise steht. Stand doch da ein Bogenschütze oder? Hab ich nicht verguckt. Toll, jetzt ist der runtergeflogen.
We're being watched.
Was? Was denn nur Mopsel?
You've been fertilizing the soil.
Was denn? Na, wo willst du hin?
Say your prayers.
Wenn ich ja noch Superman Magnus und ihr mich anspringst, muss doch treffen. So einfach ist das. Okay, Wein brauchen wir noch. Jetzt können wir ja. Schon mal Filme Holz. Stein. Nicht schlecht, aber bei ihm brauche ich jetzt mehr Schläge. Und den Scheiße da hinten. Den seht ihr gleich. Ein Kopfgeld.
You made a big mistake.
Na, wirklich nicht
I'll
gleich,
make
siehst du?
you pay for that.
Ei kommt nicht mehr zum Vogel. Als höher als die Meinung. Schattenklingen kann man verkaufen. Das auch. So, Heldi. Aber die kann ich noch nicht anlegen, die Rüstung. Die habe ich bloß jetzt mitgenommen. K3 Vitalität. Dann macht die Bus. Aber erhöht die TP nicht, die ich nachher brauche. Die kann ich gar nicht anlegen. Zwei Gewandtheit. Zeig, was jemand finden. So, jetzt habe ich aber erste Kopfgeld, das nächste Kopfgeld. Das habe ich nur. Wer ist der? Fingerloser Kolben. Stimmt aber nicht. Warte mal, was ist jetzt eigentlich? Ja, hab ich doch nicht gesehen, oder? Du mich verarschen? Was war denn hier schon am Weg? Hä? So. Kühe, der wahre Feind. Steuerung, ich bin krank. Aber ich biete euch trotzdem Unterhaltung. Da ich das möchte. Hi, Böschen. Mann! Holzpuppe? Okay. Da hinten irgendwie lang. Da liegt ein Bär. Ich glaube, wir haben da Punkte zum Parteien, aber erstmal. Tut der einfach, was, wo was am Arsch oder was? So eine Fata Morgana ist, dass du gewinnen kannst oder was? Es wird dunkel. Das Feuer ist nicht so, ist nicht schlecht. Und zack. Funktioniert ja nicht, wir haben ja keinen Fuß mehr. Boah, was war das denn? Weiter. Oh, scheiße, ein Bär. Jetzt hat man so groß aus. Nee, ich glaube da. Schein des Wolfes. Okay. Okay. Straßenbär. Hey! Meine feste vorne ins Gesicht, das Schwein. Ich hätte mal die Klaue, Alter. Eklig. Welche? Wer ist da? Hey, du Arschloch! Wichsköpfe! Ach Junge! Haust du jetzt runter oder was, du Drecksvogel? Aber du Drecksvogel hier! Lampe. Was? Okay, haben wir das erste Mal Eisner, Herz, Harz, Mann! Herz, Junge! Was? Hm. Hm. Okay, okay. Ah, Huhn kann ich erst noch kochen. Den Mäuslerratten habe ich erstmal gemäuselt. Hoffen herstellen. So. Da kommt. Kann ich verkaufen. Sieht schon mal nicht schlecht aus. Okay. Kann ich auch nicht. Gar keine. Kann ich auch nicht. Warum nicht? So. Das. Dann haben wir schon 3 verfügbare Punkte. Unbewaffnet. 200 Einhandwaffe. Erstmal so.
It's more than a sword. It's a promise. A blade that stands for unity, for strength, and for hope. It wasn't just mine. It belonged to Avalon. Every swing, every battle was fought for the land and its people. But Excalibur is also a burden. It demands more than just skill. It demands purpose. Without that, then it is just steel. The horns of the South, the crown jewel of these lands. We had barely laid the foundations of Tintagel when Seawall and his men had already built a lighthouse, eager to guide our ships to them. He always had a competitive spirit. Of course, it helped that he took every sailor from the homelands with him, along with a handful of knights, so they could learn from one another. And thus, the Keepers of the South were formed. I decreed that every sworn keeper would stand as an equal to a Knight of the Round Table. I doubt they still honor that law. But I am glad to see the keepers grown. In my time, there was only a lighthouse and barracks. I suppose it wasn't. I can feel it guards something primordial within. The markings on the stone resemble the work of the Foredwellers. In my time, such inscriptions would shift and change, making them impossible to decipher. Yet, I met some people who sought to unravel these mysteries. Most of them were Picts. I allowed them to explore Avalon without my oversight. And so, I remember that the Royal Geographers came to be. My favorite band of adventurers. True pathfinders. Avalon owes them a great debt. I suppose it has. A pity it has become a hunting ground for bandits. But do not worry, my friend. Let us walk this path and make me whole again. I will restore this island to the glory it deserves, the King's Road included.
So, kochen wir. Jägertopf. Wie kommen wir davon? Doppelbrei. Oh scheiße, jetzt habe ich Möbel weggenommen. So, jetzt haben wir erstmal 2 erledigt. Das heute meine ich schon lange. Kann man erstmal. Das ist nicht eingestellt, mal warten, bis der oder rauskommen muss. Leider ertrunken haben wir nicht. Wie viel Holz haben wir denn? 13 reicht nicht. Wir brauchen mindestens 50 für den blöden Steg und 50 für das andere. Na, ich habe schon ein bisschen. So, da ist der.
Welcome! In the name of our eternally reigning Majesty King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Tables. I am obliged to inform you that fighting those who actively break the law and reject the rule of the crown is the duty and pride of every subject. As Camelot's representative, I will be paying a bounty of 10 gold pieces for the death of each bandit roving the area, as long as adequate proof is provided. I also recommend checking the bounty board for information on wanted criminals, especially those considered particularly dangerous. Please, state your business. That's correct. My name is Killian. I was sent here from the capital to see how the Horns of the South are handling the bandits' problem, and also to encourage the Keepers to fight. The situation with the Pict and Del Rita savages is precarious. Too bad we can't get rid of them as easily as we did the Druids. There have also been rumors that we might soon have a civil war on our hands, so Camelot cannot afford to spread our forces too thin. There are rumors that the Rita tribes want to unite, and that would mean open war with Camelot. As for those Pict savages, they've been growing bold, leaving their forest. For now, it's just been small scrimmages. But who knows how it would end? Well, you've probably heard about the Druids making human sacrifices by stuffing people into wicker puppets and setting them on fire. Well, the people decided to give them a taste of their own medicine. They rounded them all up and then sent them up in smoke. Oh, how they must have howled and sizzled. Too bad I couldn't see it. Yep, made human sacrifices, prayed to the dark gods, brought the weirdness back. Bunch of bastards. Good thing they're worm food now.
Drecksbande, wow.
Most of them. The survivors have supposedly taken refuge with savages in the woods, and one of them is rumored to be hiding in the Horns area. But whether that was before or after the Charred Conclave, I don't know. Would you like to hear about him? His name was Slaudiarg. He was lurking near Blood Lake, a small pond where they used to throw the bodies of executed convicts. They say he would fish them out and use his magic to turn them into undead monsters. Supposedly, he started needing some fresher corpses, so he slaughtered one of the keepers. The Horns organized a manhunt. They found him and sentenced him to death. People say that the moment his body touched the surface of Blood Lake, the water turned red and it's been scarlet since that day. Some say that Slaudiarg came back from the dead and seeks revenge. But if you ask me, it's just a tale by local simpletons. I don't really have much more to tell. It's hard to get any updates here. I only know that the new Lancelot has not been very popular, and that's putting it mildly. The Witch Morgaine would have been burnt at the stake long ago if everyone weren't so afraid of her. And then we have the commoners who seem to keep forgetting their place, and loudly demanding changes. Everything is falling apart.
Okay.
None so far. The keepers don't want to risk being turned into pincushions for a mere 10 gold pieces. Besides, the captain banned them from leaving the Horns of the South without a good reason. Too many bandits and not enough keepers. Oh, you have no idea. When I heard they were sending me south, to the very place that's crawling with bandits and barbarians from the tribes, I imagined I'd be a little closer to the action, you know? Fighting, gushing blood, screams and such like. I thought the veterans would be showing me their scars and stumps and telling me tales of how they lost their eyes, ears and limbs. Or even better, how they were ripping open throats and bellies. Instead, the only stories I hear are when those fools break their own legs when they get drunk and fall off the walls. I could be, but many people can swing a sword, but only a few have as sharp and bright a mind as I do. It's just that some people were made for fighting, while others are destined for greater things. Besides, watching and listening gives me enough satisfaction without needing to risk my life. Yeah, I've been like this since I was a child. The moment an execution is over, I'm waiting for the next one. And there are quite a lot of them in Camelot. And I like to watch where Mum punished the servants with a whipping. It's just how I am.
Okay.
Well, Camelot would send a group of knights with Sir Galahad at the head, and he's not interested in half measures. He'd probably burn down half the garrison, or hang them. He's done both. By the way, did you know that people who are hanged rarely die from strangulation? Usually the sudden jolt causes the backbone to snap, which separates the head from the body. A while ago I saw someone hanged in the village, and it's true. One snap, and it's done. No matter what you say about him, he's very efficient. Brutal, even by my standards, but efficient. Oh, sure, plenty. Did you know that apparently if you cut off someone's head, they don't die straight away, but remain conscious for a few moments? If someone dies in a damp, closed-off space, sometimes, but very rarely, their body creates a thin layer of wax on the surface of the skin. I heard that a body decomposes in water 4 times faster than on land.
Yeah.
I need to think. If I remember anything, I'll let you know. Really? You fought bandits and killed them? Oh, I want to hear all the details. Here's your reward, but promise you'll tell me everything. Again? You really like killing, don't you? Do you shoot them with arrows from afar? Or do you prefer to get right up close and watch the light fade from their eyes? I have so many questions, but for now, here's your reward. Incredible! You're a born killer, aren't you? Instead of just taking out bandit scum, how about hunting something bigger? There's an ogre, a really nasty son of a bitch, holed up in a nearby brook. I've heard that one swing of his hammer can turn a bear into a bloodbath. As you can imagine, the keepers aren't too keen on dealing with him, even though the ogre roams just off the main road to the north. When Galahad arrives, he certainly won't be pleased. If by some miracle you manage to kill it, you'll earn Camelot's gratitude and a hefty reward. Bring me the ogre's shiny eye as proof of the kill. The brook is right off the King's Road. Here, I'll mark it on your map. Oh, I see you still have blood on your hands. Excellent. Oh, someone finally checked out the notices I was posting on the board. That's the carcass of Fingerless Calm, isn't it? They've been hunting him for the slaughter of 2 keepers, and now they finally got him. Well, you have. Here's your reward. I see that Silent Cilia has finally been shut up for good. She earned that moniker because she liked to silence travelers by slitting their throats. I hope she met the same fate. I wonder what it sounds like when a blade pierces the trachea. Anyway, the reward is yours. Go chop off some heads. Oh, hey, before you go, I can see the bloodlust in your eyes, you know. It takes one to know one. So here's some friendly advice, free of charge.
Stufe 7. Wow.
I like it when things are quiet.
Was? So, hier kann man nämlich mal gucken jetzt mal. Komm mal her, ja. So. Ja, das machen wir weg. Ist egal jetzt. Der Ring kommt weg, damit kommt weg der Boden wieder. Nochmal noch. So. Sehr schön. Lassen kann noch bleiben. Kopf des Roten. Der Kopf des Fingers Hammer. Den Wielerhammer. Das bleibt noch. So. Brauchen das hier. Und ein bisschen Eisen. Hier können wir holen? Nein, 3000 nicht. Machen wir so. 30. Ja, mal gucken. Ob wir das jetzt hinkriegen. Okay. Jetzt haben wir es. Oh, bei der Rüstung muss man es genauso machen. Ja.
Well, now, you've nailed the base.
Wir haben jetzt ein neues Ziel, aber wir können das verkaufen hier, weil das bringt mir ja nichts, da brauchen wir noch Gewandtheit. Oh, ich hab den Führer. Okay, danke. Dann bleibt das sowieso. Erstmal. So, erstmal das, also erstmal Gewandtheit durchballern. Okay. Jetzt irgendwas noch zu machen? Ah, super, okay, dann machen wir genau. Ja, okay, das wird ein bisschen anders jetzt hier. Bewegung. Sehr schön. Kochen? Ah, ich muss wieder Mehl. Hafer. Für Investitionen brauche ich Mehl. Ach so, ich bin ja schon früh. So, was haben wir denn jetzt noch? Ja, ich brauche jetzt die Quest. So, gucken wir mal.
I like it when things are quiet.
Ja, sehr ruhig. Du, bist du der Brio?
Blessings upon you, stranger. May the word always resonate within your soul. As prepared as any men can be against something they barely understand.
Schlechte Antwort.
Swords and fire will hold back beasts. But what of the creeping rot that twists your flesh and mind alike? But there is one thing. The Excalibur they keep here. It has not been wielded in an age, yet the weird does not creep near it. Well, even as it rests upon its pedestal, the air around it remains untouched. The tendrils of corruption that strangle stone and steel refuse to claim it. The keepers may not see it for what it is, but I do. There is power in that blade. Something ancient, something beyond the church's teachings. And if it truly holds back the weirdness, then perhaps it was never meant for men alone. Safe? No. But safer than most, I suppose. But tell me, what is safety, truly? A stronghold? A weapon? A prayer? I've seen men with all three fall just the same. So no, I do not feel safe, but I do feel watched. And sometimes that is enough. What do you mean, my child? I'm afraid you are attributing too many characteristics to me based solely on the clothes I wear. The Horns of the South are my home. My mission is to spread the word. The word is good. I'm afraid that I simply cannot believe your blasphemous words without proof. So it's your word against the word. Let's leave it at that. It's a sickness, a corruption, but also a mystery. Many of my brothers would call it a curse, a stain upon Avalon that must be purged. And yet, I wonder, did Kai not teach us that all things have a purpose? That even suffering carries wisdom? The weirdness twists and warps, yes. It consumes and it takes. But it also gives. Life grows in its wake. Strange and terrible, but life all the same. If we are to fight it, we must first understand it. And that is what frightens the Church most of all. Understanding. Certainly, Kai's blessings know no bounds, but sometimes it's useful to seal them in a handy flask.
Okay.
May
Danke.
Kai's word always guide you. In the word, you will find solace.
Ja, ja. Huch. Hey. Renn ja nicht weg, Junge.
Captain Hagen. Well, he was a man driven by pride and a certain disregard for caution. He sent men to explore those old tunnels beneath the keep. Somehow, he got it into his head that there was something valuable down in those tunnels. Treasures, relics, who knows what else. But the truth is, we know what was there. In the age of legends,
Das werden wir
it
gleich
was just a
sehen.
hospital. There was some kind of outbreak or plague, and the place was sealed off. Nothing left to find, or so the records say. Yes, it weighs on me more than I'd care to admit. If I could, I'd see them laid to rest. But no captains ever bothered. It seems they thought it was a fool's errand. Maybe not worth the risk. If you're mad enough to try, then by all means go ahead. Just don't expect any keeper to follow you. I really don't have men to spare. But maybe it's time to make it right. So, thank you, I suppose. You know where to find me if you come across any more.
Danke, sag mal. 300 gibt's für ein Euro, oder was? Okay, 29. Ah, Mensch. Das Schloss ist kaputt. Wie soll ich da hinkommen? Achso. Oh, gucken wir mal. Was machen wir da denn? Das ist Feierabend. Was? Stufe 8 schon? Geil. Und sämtliche Monster klatschen oder gerade gesagt. Okay. Kiste leer. Gibt's einer? Okay. Hundefleisch. Hier seid ihr eklig. Hm? Ach, da steht auch ein Sack oben drauf, okay. Ich habe den Kessel mitgenommen, aber wollte ich auch nicht. Ah, Mana dran, aber ja damit. Kann noch ein bisschen was herstellen? Acht Stück. Okay. Und hier 4 Stück. Ah, okay. Wunderbar. Eisenerz. Cool, weiter. Ah. Aber mir. Hier müsst ihr durchwatscheln. Will nicht ins Gesicht geschlagen werden. Ah, kommt einer. Sehr schön. Und tschüss. Okay. Aha. Oh, das war eine Richtung. Eins von 5, okay. Das heißt, wir müssen ja alles schlachten, was hier rumläuft. Ja, das ist nicht einer. Nee. Was denn? Probleme, Junge? Ach, da liegt der noch. Das ist auch Pech gehabt, Junge. Wer sieht mich denn hier? Okay, dann müssen wir noch rüberlaufen. Hat nicht gefallen, den Wächter brauchen wir. Dann kann man die eine Quest nicht abschließen. Die gefallenen Wächter, was der Arbeiter uns gesagt hat. Der Sohn uns voll gequatscht hat. Beim letzten Mal. Mit der Medizin, obwohl er auch nicht krank ist, aber okay. Mann, ey. Scheiße, wenn man drin hängen bleibt, wa? Was? Was ist doch noch da unten drin? Ach ja. Was? Du ja, du Lappen. Okay. Den Wächter brauchen wir. Okay, hier ist gerade nichts. Das ist leer. Schlecht aus. Ja, die sind ja eingerichtet. Mann. Jetzt haben wir die Wächter und alles töten und dann geht's oben lang oder geht's oben lang oder unten? Ich hab keine Ahnung. Muss euch leider alle töten. Komm. Oh. Was ist denn? Tun noch irgendwas Schönes? Nein, sieht nicht aus. Ich kann mich hier ausruhen, ja. Zombie vor solchen Gebiet. Das wird aber nicht sauber in der Birne. Hä? Schnarcht da wer noch oder nicht so? Die schlafen hier einfach! Gruppe Spinner! Hey, du Arschloch! Haben sie wohl ein Stirn geschützt gemacht? Jetzt stirb, du Sau, du Verfluchte! Was ist denn noch? Was für ein Mist? Meine Güte. Was soll das? Ist bescheuert? Nur noch irgendwo so ein... Hallo? Boah, das ist ein Vieh! Hat er jetzt ja alles erledigt, oder? Müssen wir hier noch Knutschboy. Hallo. Was ist das denn? Okay. Okay. Jetzt kann man abhauen. Schon erfüllt. Ja. Und raus. Ha, ha, ha. Oh. Ah. Gerade schon abends und der ist schon weg. Aber halt so. Heimlichkeit, da haben wir es doch. So, steht schon da. Wow.
You actually did it? Cleared out those tunnels on your own? Every captain before me thought it was a fool's errand, not worth the risk. And how are those tunnels? Salvageable? Aye, that it does. Camelot won't be eager to finance the repairs, but knowing the threat's being dealt with is a victory in itself. Perhaps someday we'll see them restored. Until then, we can at least rest easier. So the keep owes you for this. Here's your reward. And what about Goban's friends? Did you find any trace of them? Give those to Goban, if you haven't yet. He's restless, but maybe seeing those again will help settle him. Might even help him get his act together.
So, Nummer 9. So, brauchen wir dann... Wie die Rüstung hier überhaupt? Kann ich ja verkaufen hier. 4 Gewandtheit. Wachsamkeit brauche ich 8. Da auch. Da auch. Da auch. Und... Natürlich hier auch. Okay, dann will ich jetzt schnell noch die Mission mit dem Putzi da machen. Hallo. Wunderbar ist das.
You went down there and came back with their tags. Damn, didn't think anyone would ever bring those back up. Lads must be resting a bit easier now, or so I'd like to think. They deserve better than to be left in that pit. You did right by them, stranger. Hell, you did right by me too. So, let's drink to that. Why the hell would I do that? I want to celebrate. You can't celebrate with seawater and fish, you dummy. Did I? Oh, I don't remember. And if I don't remember, it doesn't count. But, maybe I did say that. I started cozying up to a bottle the day I came back alone from those damn tunnels. I guess it's time I made good on my word. For them. For me. This old fool is done with the booze. I think I owe you. More than I got words for. Took guts to go down there, and you brought back what I couldn't. That's something I won't forget, stranger.
Danke, so. Hallo, kannst du mal... Oh, hier gibt's noch was? Okay.
Just another peaceful moment.
Was für ein Ding? Das Rückgratbrecher. Prüfung des Todes brauche ich nicht. Das brauche ich aber später. Brauche ich nicht. Brauche ich auch nicht. Okay, könnte man später noch nicht brauchen. Das erst noch auf alle Fälle. Da brauchen wir noch Gewandtheit. Den gucken wir trotzdem. Machete. So, danke, erstmal. Was machen wir das nächste Mal? Ich brauche erstmal hier das Inventärchen hier unten. Hier kommt erstmal das Speer rein. Und dann wird es gut. Juhu! Okay. So, ich wollte hinten. So. Was? Was für eine Mutti? So, wieder gelegt haben wir hier noch. Da müssen wir noch. Haben wir 10% jetzt. Was haben wir hier? Der Schaden erhöht sich mit jedem getöteten Gegner um 5% bis zu 50% Heilung setzt diesen Zähler zurück. Die dir fehlen um 1%. Heilung, okay. Okay, da haben wir ja schon ausgeholt. So, das war's aber. Ich wünsche euch noch was. Haut rein und tschüss.